All right, young men and young ladies, here we are. I am 50 Cent. They call me 50 Cent because half my horns are upside down on my head, on my Viking helmet. Yeah, 50 Cent is here with you today to continue our journey through Israel, or the kingdom of Israel. I hope you're excited about, learning about Israel. All right, before we get into it, let's look at a few things here. Just check out this beautiful city. Let's look at this city of Jerusalem. Look how beautiful that is. Yes. It's an amazing place. Lots of history here. Look at the Dome of the Rock. Yes, you're going to learn more about this. Hopefully learn to appreciate it. The Western Wall. Look at everybody coming over there to pray at the Western Wall. Maybe one day one of you would go to Jerusalem and see some of these sites. What a packed city. Holy moly. You know you're not in the country out there. Look at that thing. All right, now let's look at a little map here showing you where we are. We're going to be talking about David and Solomon. This is Israel today. Look at the Philistines. When we talk about Philistines, this is where they used to be when they were slaves in Egypt and Moses walked across the Red Sea and all that. Yes. Now watch this. Let's zoom out so you know where you are. Mediterranean Sea. Look at this. We're going to zoom out. You see Africa. You see Europe. You see the whole world. So this is where we are in the world right there. This is where you and I are right now taking notes in class, and we get on an airplane. About 9 hours later, we can be right there. That's right. That's right. All right. Have your notes out. Have your notes and your pencil ready to go as we talk about and learn about, all right, the kingdom of, here we go, the kingdom of, who are we talking about? Kingdom of Israel. Let's make this caps lock again. Israel. All right. The Israelites chose what would be their leader called? All right. His job or his position is called a king. The year is, how many years do you think we were before Jesus is born? You think we're 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900? No, we are 1,000 years before Jesus. The strongest people living in Canaan were not the Israelites, but they were called the Philistines. The Philistines, yes. The Philistines had strong cities, and they knew how to make. That's what made them strong. What's that metal that everybody wanted? Iron tools and weapons. Fearing the power of the Philistines, many Israelites, you know, when you have fear of somebody, sometimes you copy. It's not good, but you copy them. Don't do like the bad kids, the stronger kids, just because they're louder. People don't make them right. All right? So this is what some of the Israelites were doing. They're copying the bad folks in town, the Philistines, all right, their ways, and worship their gods. All right, in the past, 12 tribes often quarreled. If they were going to save their religion and their way of life, they would have to learn how to work, all right, together. Yes, because none of us is strong as all of us, like the sign says. They needed a king too. All right, this is what a coach does, or a principal does, or a good leader in a family, a father or a mother or a preacher. They unite. They needed a king to unite them against the Philistines. All right, let's talk about a certain king. Let's talk about the rule of the king Saul. In 1020 BCE, the Israelites asked, all right, not Saul, but they asked a man named Samuel to choose a king. Samuel was a judge and a prophet. A prophet is a person who claims to be instructed by who? God, to share God's words. Samuel warned that a king would take their money. How does a king or a government take your money? Tax the Israelites and make them, all right, what's that thing when you lose your freedom? Slaves. The Israelites still demanded a king. Why do they want a king so bad? Because they wanted to get rid of the Philistines, wanted to unite, get rid of the Philistines. So they chose a warrior farmer named, he's in our title. What was his name? His name is Saul. Samuel anointed Saul as they asked as king. In other words, he blessed him with oil to show that God had chosen him as king. Saul was tall and handsome and had won many battles. Saul, what will he do now? They were here there to get rid of the Philistines. He defeated the Israelites' enemies in battle after battle. However, according to the Bible, the king displeased God by disobeying some of his commands. God then chose another king and instructed Samuel to anoint him in secret. The new king, this is a secret, so I have to say it soft, was a young shepherd boy named David. I can't spell David. Now let's talk about David. David and Solomon. David's fame is as a warrior spread. The Bible shows his fame by telling this story. Here it is. Just before a battle against the Philistines, a giant named, and y'all know the name, yes you do, you've known it for a while, Goliath. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Called out in a loud voice. He dared any Israelite to fight him one-on-one. David stepped forward with his shepherd's staff, this is the weapon that kills Goliath, a slingshot, and 5 smooth stones. Goliath said, "Am I a dog that you come against me with a staff?" Goliath roared. He rushed forward with a heavy, now this was his weapon, carrying a heavy spear. This is how he'll have his head chopped off. But David was too quick. They say that speed kills. That's why we try to work out and get fast as athletes, because faster people are usually better. All right? But David was too quick for him. He hurled 1 stone straight at the giant's forehead, and Goliath dropped dead on the spot. Saul then was excited and put David in charge of his army. As his victories grew, Israelite women sang David's praises. They said, there's a song. Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands. Oh, yeah, I love David. Saul heard the song and grew envious and jealous and plotted to then, check this out, this is crazy, to kill David. David was able to take the throne in about, what was that year when the empire started? That's right, 1000 BCE. Once in power, David drove who are they? The Philistines. All right, from the area. He conquered other neighboring nations and created, and what were they looking for? An empire. An empire is a nation that rules several other nations. Conquered peoples in the area had to pay David and the Israelites a thing called tribute. All right, and tribute is money or slaves given to a strong ruler or someone that is stronger than you. All right, David made the Israelites pay heavy taxes, just like Samuel said the king would. He needed money to expand his new capital of, and what's that city you saw earlier? Jerusalem. Jerusalem. That's right, Jerusalem. He wanted a fine temple there so that sacred religious objects cherished by the Israelites would finally have a permanent place or home. David died before he built the temple, but for centuries the Israelites remembered him as their greatest ruler or king. Let's see what we got here. Yes, so let's look again. What's going on here? Yes, all right, guys. Here is, again, where Israel is. And let's zoom into it. And load it one more time. Yes, the kingdom of David and Solomon right here, the Philistines. They'll be run out of town. They'll end up in all these other places. Yes, guys, I'm 50 cents, helping you guys learn a little bit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's get ready for part 2, the kingdom